What do you make of the strength of the Wallabies ahead of this fascinating series?
It's going to be fascinating. It is a pretty good side so far. There's a lot to be added, and there'll be injuries and people coming back and all sorts of things. Hopefully not too many injuries for us, because we've had a few so far which have just affect the depth of the squad. So I think the next six are going to be the most interesting. Who that six is going to be, I think the 25 we probably could have named most of them, with a few exceptions that have been left out for various reasons. So I expect to see them back into it, and it just depends how they've been playing. So I think it's a very, very good team. Probably not quite as physically as big as the Lions are, particularly in the backs, but that was the case against Wales last year, and we sort of coped with that. So hopefully we'll be able to do that again. But it will be a really interesting series, and it looks like two pretty good squads at the moment.
You've hinted towards a couple of names there. Just maybe get your thoughts on those. The likes of Quade Cooper not been named yet, but we may see him in the six to come, which leaves James O'Connor potentially as the leading starter at fly half. And then there's also the likes of Israel Folau. Now, we're used to the Wallabies picking players on merit and to get the best possible team out there. But interesting to hear out of Australia a lot of people saying, well, he's only just come into the sport. We're hearing he could be leaving the sport within the year. That's not the sort of character we want in a gold shirt. What are your views on that?
Yeah, Israel's been playing very, very well, and you're right, he is very new to the sport, but when you see somebody as physically impressive as he is, and he's improving every week, I think it's pretty important that we have him around, and maybe his future depends on whether he gets picked for the Wallabies in this tour or not. And I don't like having players, holding the ARU or selectors to ransom, but I watch him every week, and I just see an improvement every week, and he can do things that others can't, and I'd expect him to be thereabouts somewhere, and I think he's been great for the code in Australia as well, and I just hope we can keep him. And
do you trust the likes of O'Connor with your coveted 10 shirt?
I think so. He's a pretty good player. I've got a feeling he might have a little bit of competition when the other six are named, but he is a very, very good player. He likes to take the ball to the line. He's threatening. He's very skillful, and for his size, he's very, very strong, deceptively strong. So I suspect him, if he plays 10, and I think he's probably the favourite there at the moment in Deans' mind. His partnership with Genia and whoever's outside him will be, it'll be hard to defend against. And he's a good little tackler as well. So I'm confident that he can do the job, but whether he's there or not is another thing.
Yes, indeed. Well, Michael, we appreciate your views and enjoy the rest of this evening.
Thank you very much.